Join us as we dive into the epic parties of ancient civilizations. Because let's face it, even thousands of years ago, people knew how to let loose and have a blast. Got a favorite ancient festivity? Drop a comment and let us know which party you'd love us to explore next. Now let's travel back in time to ancient Egypt, where one of the most incredible celebrations took place, the Wepet-Renpet Festival. This wasn't just any celebration. It was a spellbinding ode to the resurrection of Osiris, the god of the afterlife. Get ready to discover how the Egyptians celebrated life, death and rebirth with music, dancing and so much more. Picture yourself standing amidst the sands of time, thousands of years ago, as the sun dips low on the horizon. In the heart of this ancient land, a grand spectacle is about to unfold, the legendary Wepet-Renpet Festival. Known as the opening of the year, this mesmerizing event heralds the dawn of a new era in Egypt's calendar. But this celebration is more than just a date on the calendar. It's a vibrant tribute to Osiris, the god of the underworld, where the realms of life and death intertwine in a dance of eternal rebirth. Ancient Egypt was a time where gods walked among mortals and legends were born. Osiris was the first pharaoh, a king who ruled long before the pyramids were built, but lurking in the shadows was his jealous brother Seth, consumed by jealousy and driven to unspeakable deeds. In a cruel twist of fate, Osiris fell victim to Seth's betrayal, his body torn asunder and scattered across the sands. But don't worry, Osiris's loving wife and sister Isis embarked on a quest to reunite Osiris, defying death itself. She searched and found all the pieces, putting them back together and brought him back to life. This amazing story made Osiris the god of the underworld, symbolizing eternal life and rebirth. Preparations began long before the big day. It's like getting ready for the biggest party ever. But this isn't just any celebration, it's the Wepet-Renpet Festival, honoring the powerful god Osiris. In temples across the land, like the one in Abydos, where Osiris is worshipped the most, priests are busy bees, cleaning and decorating every nook and cranny. They want everything to look perfect for the big day. Meanwhile, people from far and wide are flocking to join in the fun. They're setting up temporary homes like little villages popping up overnight. And oh, the markets! They're bursting with all kinds of treats and treasures, from delicious food to shiny trinkets. It's like a bustling carnival where everyone's getting ready to have the time of their lives. Can you feel the excitement in the air? Everyone's buzzing with anticipation, eager for the grand celebrations to begin. The festival kicked off with an awe-inspiring procession. Imagine priests carrying a statue of Osiris through the streets, followed by musicians, dancers, and a massive crowd. It's like stepping into a magical parade. This procession recreated Osiris's journey, symbolizing his miraculous return to life. Then, priestesses took the stage, portraying Osiris's sisters and wives, Isis and Nephthys. They performed heart-wrenching lamentations, grieving Osiris's death and pleading for his resurrection. It was a deeply moving moment, full of emotion and reverence. Next up, one of the festival's most important rituals, the 4 canopic jars. These jars symbolized Osiris's body parts and were filled with sacred substances. Priests carefully placed them in a special chamber, symbolizing the restoration of Osiris's form and his return to life. But the magic didn't stop there. There was also the offering of the Henu boat. Imagine a boat filled with offerings, floating gracefully on the Nile or a temple lake. This symbolized Osiris's journey through the underworld and his triumphant rebirth. And let's not forget about the sacred fire. Priests lit a new flame, representing Osiris's life force and marking the beginning of a new year. It was a moment filled with hope and blessings for the year ahead. But amidst all the solemn rituals, there was also joy and celebration. The Wepet-Renpet Festival was a time for feasting, music and dancing. It was a festival like no other, blending solemn reverence with joyful festivities. People everywhere were feasting, dancing and playing games. It was like the biggest party ever. They put on these incredible shows called passion plays. These plays were like watching your favorite movie come to life right before your eyes. Actors dressed up in fancy costumes and used big props to tell stories about Osiris's amazing journey from death to life. It was both entertaining and educational, kind of like learning history while having a blast. The Wepet-Renpet Festival wasn't so different from our New Year's celebrations today. Just like today, people celebrated renewal and hope for the future. They wore their fanciest clothes, exchanged gifts, and partied together with hope and excitement for what the future held. It was a time of joy, laughter, and making memories that would last a lifetime. And now, let's dive into some of the coolest parts of the festival. One of the most awesome things about the Wepet-Renpet Festival was the use of masks. But these weren't just any masks. They were masterpieces made from materials like wood, clay, and papyrus. Artists would intricately paint these masks and adorn them with gold and precious stones. Each mask represented a different deity or mythological figure. Wearing these masks wasn't just about looking impressive. The Egyptians believed that the masks helped bring the presence of the gods into their ceremonies. They thought that by wearing these masks, they could channel the divine powers of the gods they represented. So, when you saw a performer or priest in one of these masks, it was like seeing the gods themselves walk among the people. This made the whole festival feel like a giant divine celebration. Today, we can see echoes of this tradition in festivals around the world, where masks play a key role in ceremonies and celebrations, connecting people to something greater than themselves. The masks of the Wepet-Renpet Festival remind us of the rich cultural traditions of ancient Egypt and their deep connection to the divine. It's a fascinating glimpse into how they brought their gods to life during this incredible celebration. Another cool thing was the Oracle of Osiris. People came from all over Egypt to ask the oracle for advice and predictions for the new year. They believed the oracle could talk to Osiris himself. The priests, dressed in their sacred robes, acted as intermediaries. They interpreted signs and omens from the oracle, providing insights into both personal and communal matters. Imagine standing there as the priest, with intense concentration, reads the signs and shares predictions. These insights were incredibly important, helping people make decisions and plan for the future. For many, the oracle's words brought hope and clarity, guiding them through the challenges and opportunities of the new year. Today we can see echoes of this ancient practice in how people still seek guidance through horoscopes, fortune tellers, and other means of divination. The consultation of the Oracle of Osiris was a vital part of the Wepet-Renpet Festival, highlighting the deep connection the ancient Egyptians had with their gods and their desire to understand the divine will. It's a captivating glimpse into the spiritual life of this incredible civilization. The festival wasn't just about serious stuff in the temples. There was lots of fun too. Amidst the solemn rituals of the Wepet-Renpet Festival, there was also room for some wild festivities. There was delicious food, awesome music, and lots of dancing. In some regions, they held what was called the Festival of Drunkenness, dedicated to the goddess Hathor. This was a time for merrymaking and indulgence, with large quantities of beer and wine flowing freely. It was believed that this intoxicating celebration would bring participants into a state of divine ecstasy, allowing them to connect with the gods on a deeper level. And then there was the Wab priest, a high-ranking priest who dressed up to symbolize Osiris. He was given lots of fancy offerings like food, drinks, and jewelry. This was a way to honor the gods and ask for their blessings for the coming year. So, while there were serious rituals, the Wepet-Renpet Festival was also a time for everyone to have fun and celebrate together, just like we do on New Year's. It was a mix of reverence and revelry, making it one of the most incredible celebrations in ancient Egypt. The Wepet-Renpet Festival was a celebration of life, death, and rebirth. It brought people together, honored their gods, and started the new year with hope and joy. Imagine a festival where you could dance, eat delicious food, and watch amazing plays. The Wepet-Renpet Festival had it all. It was a time of happiness and togetherness for everyone in ancient Egypt. This ancient festival still inspires us today, showing that people have always looked for ways to start fresh and find new beginnings. So, whether you're enjoying a New Year's party or just looking for a reason to celebrate, remember the spirit of the Wepet-Renpet Festival and the joy it brought to so many people. Thanks for joining us on this journey through time. If you enjoyed this story, like and subscribe to Mysterious Anecdotes for more incredible tales from history. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.